right. Hello, hello. I accepted your gift, miss. So, today, it's Blueprints. I've finally gotten around to playing this, and I am already exhausted from today, because I went to hang out with friends and stuff. So, my brain is not, it's not at full operation. My ability to think right now is a bit skewed. You're gonna stay mad until it sends you the confirmation email? That's fine by me. Stay mad. Hello. Me. Yeah. So, I really don't know much about this game. Yeah, you kinda are. There's not much you can do when, I hope that isn't too loud. My brain ain't working. I'm going to your island. That's an interesting thing to say. Whose island? Whose island? What happens on your island? Tell me. Tell me about your island. Alright. New game. I'm pretty sure there's a bunch of dialogue that happens. There's people on his island. Young people. Don't tell me that there's young people on this island. Is it just a deserted island? This is now a interrogation. Hirohito. Got it. Doggy bomb. I'm pretty sure this is going to be a bunch of dialogue that I don't want to be talking over. So when the dialogue starts, I will stop talking. And until then, blah, 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 blah. Congratulations. True. That's you, Holden. Look.
I, Herbert S. Sinclair of the Mount Holly Estate at Reddington, do publish and declare this instrument my last will and testament, and hereby revoke all wills and codicils heretofore made by me. I give and bequeath to my
Gotta love White
grandnephew,
Holden.
Simon P. Jones, son of my dear niece, Mary Matthew, all of my right, title, and interest in and to the house and land which I own near Mount Holly. The above provision and bequest is contingent on my aforementioned grandnephew discovering the location of the 46th room of my 45-room estate. The location of the room has been kept a secret from all the staff and servants of the manor, but I am confident that any heir worthy of the Sinclair legacy should have no trouble uncovering its whereabouts within a timely manner. Should my grandnephew fail to uncover this room or provide proof of his discovery to the executors of my will, then this gift shall lapse. In witness whereof I have hereunto set my hand this 18th day of March, 1993. Herbert S. Sinclair.
Alright, enough munching on chips while muted. So, looks like the gist of this is I am an heir, and I've got to find a room. It's a big-ass house. It's got a clock tower. clue-ass looking house layout, yeah. Yes, it was, the butler in the clock tower with the bust of my head. Alright, well. The counter in the top went down. Okay, I should stop walking in and out of rooms. Got it. The Mount Holly Blueprint. This will serve as a useful map and inventory log during your adventure. You may access the blueprint menu by pressing tab. Antechamber. Antechamber? From its root meaning the room before, all signs and paths point towards the antechamber. This mysterious sealed room, resting on the 9th rank, may prove, however, quite an initial challenge to even reach, let alone enter. Still, you can't help but draw a connection between this chamber and room 46. Anti-cheat chamber. It's the chamber of anti. And this... Okay. That's the entrance. Wait, hold on. Type. Permanent blueprint. Blueprint objective. Rarity NA. Interesting. Open only in the event of my death. Simon, welcome to Mount Holly. You may not remember, but I have fond memories of your many visits here as a young boy, and I hope these rooms provide you with as much amusement as it did in those lost summer days. By the time you read this, I will assume that you are fully aware of my last wishes and all the details of the bequest. Please, do not mistake my intentions in giving you this challenge as a lack of confidence. Assure you, nothing could have been further from my mind when I chose you as my heir. With that said, there are a few ground rules of this commission, covered in the fine print of my will, that I feel I should bring to your attention. No tools or items may be brought onto the estate from outside. Tools and items found on the estate may not be taken off the estate. You may not stay overnight. I don't suspect that any of these stipulations should prove an impediment for someone as resourceful as yourself, but it is very important to me that you start fresh each morning and not rely on the successes of the previous day. One final word of advice. Do not assume the rooms you find today will be the same rooms you find tomorrow. These grounds have provided me a home for the last half-century, and even I am uncertain of which room lies beyond any particular door. Your grandmother used to say, Don't go where the path leads. Abandon the path and go where you want it to lead. With all my love and wishes, best of luck. Herbert F. Sinclair. I'm bad at reading, I was going to call it Braille. You have made me. I am a child of the White Holin. Bolden, in fact. Okay, hold on. Holy shit, you made me. Why did you give me that hair? I don't have mushroom pattern baldness. You might want to try again. Yeah, you might want to try again. You're gonna give me a photo, and I'm going to have the most fucked up hairstyle. You're gonna do something diabolical, and I'm here for it. Searching the estate can be exhausting. Each time you enter a room, you will lose one step, presumably. When you no longer have any feet left, you will be too tired to continue searching the manor, and must call it a day. Got it. Anything I can do around here? Interesting. So that's the limiter. Update. That was quick. Yeah, that looks more like me. I look less like a middle-aged man, more like a young-aged man who is also bald. You get a big old thumbs up from me. And if you make a PNG out of it, then I'll put it on the shelf for the world to see. You just made me bald. I'm glad to say I've been bald. Baldness is a thing. Oh. Eh? Okay. Bedroom. Whenever you enter this room, gain 2 steps. Closet, 2 items. And hallway is just a hallway. Okay. Well, I have a lot of steps right now, so I will go... Here, favorite color, green. 2 items. An electronic key card. Okay. And a gem of some sort. Anything else in here? It's crazy to have this kind of entrance. Imagine having an entrance like this. And the door directly opposite of the entrance is a closet. That would be some insane house planning. I see how this works. Guest bedroom plus 10 steps. Storeroom gives me a key, a diamond, and 2 gold, I guess. Oh, this is whenever I enter this room. I see. Well, I'll just get a bunch of things at the start. Yeah, there's the key. And there's the gem. There's a crowbar. Or a picture of a crowbar. Anything else in this room? Does not look like it. Okay, so it is just every time I walk between rooms. How fast am I? Surprisingly. So, that, like, I'm not going to give you kilometers per hour, but take how fast you think I would be, and then how fast you think would be surprising for me to be. And I'm that fast. I'm very direct. Have you talked with me? I'm not polite in the slightest. Lavatory? Okay, this doesn't seem to have anything special going on. Corridor is always left unlocked. I don't know what that means. Let's try corridor. Serious or relaxed? Somewhere in between. Okay. Nook. +1 key. Pantry. Okay, so I can see how many doors each of these things have. I don't know if I get to keep the gold and stuff between days. Let me try the breaker box. Vac indicators. Toggling of breaker switches may result in unexpected loss of floor plan functionality. Please call DC Power if you require assistance. Keycard entry system. Gymnasium, dark room, garage. Let's turn on the garage and cabinet. Cabinet? All right. Anything else in here? 10 and a deer. Oh, that's cool. You can actually see out of this. Quirky or normal? I'm pretty fucking quirky. I'm a little quirky. I'm a little bit of a quirky white boy. Awful. Awful, awful. I just tried to do a slide. I just tried to tactically slide my way down those stairs. That is not the kind of game that we are dealing with today. Says I'm a confident adventurer. I mean, adventurer is not exactly correct, but, Private drive. The grounds. I guess I'd need a screwdriver for that. Okay, I can run. Just jealous that you hang out with Leonardo da Vinci. I'm so jealous that you hang out with Leonardo da Vinci. Little campground? The campsite. Due to the rules set forth in your great-uncle's will, you are not allowed to stay in the estate overnight. Luckily, however, your scouting skills have been put to good use to fabricate a very respectable off-site sleeping quarters. You may call it a day at any time from the blueprint menu to return to the campsite for the night. Makes sense. Well, I kind of soft-locked the inside of that door because I made a bunch of rooms that didn't have exits in them. So now I'm just looking for something to do outside of that. Okay. Okay, so that takes a step to do. And this is blocked. I'm losing all my steps. Ooh. If I had a crowbar, I could go in there. Maybe not. Whoa. This is quite the place for an estate. Holy shit. Bro must have been uber rich. Like that is a crazy view. That implies further things to the mansion here. Interesting though. Okay, let's see. Oh. Music stopped. I can't jump. Okay. I might have to call it a day. Because I fucked up. Admittedly, this was my first attempt. My first day. So, you know. It happens. Let me just get a walk of the grounds. Okay. That's locked. And as a man who was born without knees, I can't jump it. Yeah, so it looks like I need to be more careful in the future to not lock myself out of rooms. Yeah, I'm gonna call it today. Mount Holly, pitiful bungalow. Total rooms 6. Rank reached 1. Steps taken 20. Items found 1. Save and continue. This time, let me try not to do that. And instead play the game properly. Alright. So is it the same thing? Yep. And that's the same. Let's see. Spare room. I'm not sure what spare room would do. Bunk room. Room counts as 2 bedrooms. Alright. And then a nook. There's the key. Any other little doohickeys? A journey noteworthy. As you continue on your adventure, you may want to consider getting something to scribble down your notes and observations. A pad, scrap of paper, or perhaps most fittingly, a journal will prove to be an invaluable tool you will not regret having beside you on your journey. Okay. Let's see what I've got. I don't know if I have like a notepad or something to work with. All right, let me go look for some real quick. All right. So, couldn't find any journals of any kind to use. So I just grabbed a stack of printer paper. And we're going to see what I can do with this. Just grab a pencil. Carpenter's pencil. Got to sharpen it. Honestly, I've been recently having a lot of trouble with my pencils because like I bought a pack of 20 something pencils at the local Canadian Tire, thinking that that would last me for like the year. But dumbass me didn't realize that all of those pencils sucked. They're incredibly low quality. So So I will go to sharpen one, and I will go through half of the pencil sharpening it just to get a single point on it. All right, now I think what I'll do to maximize my profits is I will make that a guest bedroom. I won't go into it though. I'll leave that there. And now we'll continue. We'll continue forwards until I get like 40. I'll go back, walk into that room, get the 10 steps, and then I'll go through the other door. Whenever you enter a chapel, lose 1 coin. Alright, well this is the only one that has rooms in it. Anything in here? Nothing much. Closet, 2 items. West Wing Hall. Bedroom. Yeah, let's just make a closet here. Can I grab these from afar? No. I have to walk in, grab the items, and then walk back out. Oh, I don't have any money anyways. That makes sense. And this is blocked off. Huh. I guess because it is connected to another room. Which means that, in fact, that's a dead end now. Yippee. Well, that's fine, because I walk in here, get 10. There we go. Ooh, a gem. I love picking up all sorts of little gems and tokens. Yippee. What's this? Sinclair. I don't know who this is, so I'm just going to give them this voice for now. Just wanted to write you a quick note thanking you for the weekend. I had a thrilling time on the hunt with Lord Evanson, whose peculiar personality somewhat made up for your own absence. I also got to appreciate your new game in the billiard room. It's been ages since I've seen the billiard room in your house. I was beginning to suspect you retired the floor plan. It was well worth the wait, though, as I always enjoy your mathematical puzzles and appreciated that I didn't need to know the rules of dart to play your variation. Hoping your health improves shortly. KL. Got it. KL. Write that down. Writers. KL. There we go. I'm gonna try to divvy up all my notes, all my information to ease my suffering later. Do I get to open these? No, doesn't look like it. All right, well, I've got a bunch of steps. So this time, let me focus on just trying to make it far. Hallway, nursery. Whenever you draft a bedroom, gain 5 steps. Or a spare room. Let's check out the spare room. Looks to just be a room. Blue. Parlor. It's got a puzzle in it. Or a commissary. Which gives me items for sale. Well, I have no coins, so that's useless to me. The black box contains gems. This box and the blue box are empty. All 3 boxes are empty. Well, if this is the whole one lies and one tells the truth and all that shit, then That's probably got something in it, eh? Is there a key? Dear Herbert, M. Laurie. It was a great honor receiving the invitation to dine at your estate with the Oldhams this past Thursday. If I'm being frank, it had been quite a while since we had been seen in decent society, and we were beginning to worry that my wife's wit had lost its charm. I have no delusions that my company is rival to hers. If I can refresh your memory, we both spent much of that evening discussing our mutual love of games and puzzles, and I had mentioned to you a rather singular parlor game I had played some years back involving 3 boxes of different colors. You had pressed me to write with the particulars of this game when I found the time, and I have included with this letter all the details you will need to share with your guests should you be inclined to play this confounding game. Always your friend, M. Laurie. M. Laurie. Got it. There will always be at least one box which displays only true statements. There will always be at least one box which displays only false statements. Only one box has a prize within. The other 2 are always empty. Ah, and there's the key. A rather curious wind-up key, a component of the parlor game. Okay. Well, this can't be true. So that's a lie. Which means this is... it all points towards this having the thing in it. Hey. Alright. I got plenty of gems now. Go get a new builder's hut or some shit. Oh, man. Clash of Clans. How I do not miss that game. Courtyard. Okay, so that gives me a number of directions to go. I'll choose that one. It's open to the sky. And there's something over here. The trunk is locked. I have a key. Ooh, more gems. Nice. Lavatory, commissary, bedroom. Hello. You are... Oh, you are... You Amel? I don't... You hurt my brain with that one. Oh, gem requirement. Well, I've got plenty of gems. You have video game? Video game? Vinny game. How's it going, Tommy? Realized I forgot to ask. Nothing in there. Staff notice. Effective the first week of December, payroll for all live out and seasonal staff will be managed electronically. As your attendance will no longer be registered at morning roll call, it is doubly important that you do not fail to clock in and out at one of the electronic computer terminals on the estate. 2 of these terminals can be found at security, where the punch clock used to be, and in the laboratory. Any questions or concerns regarding this process should be directed, as always, to our house manager, Miss Babbage. Terminal password... It starts with an S. That's alright, that's alright. There's no obligations to stay awake during any given stream. Also, so I was hanging out with friends earlier today, and both of them pressured me into agreeing to do some Euro Truck Simulator streams. Or at least one. So, either next week or like a week after or something, Biz and I are going to be doing a drunk driving stream. And I am explicitly calling it that because that's exactly what it is. And I'm actually kind of excited for it because it sounds like fun. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we get fucking blasted and try to drive around trucks. That would be awesome. Now, I'm just going to screenshot that. But I will also write down terminal password. Now, it says that it very obviously starts with an S. Let me look a little closer here, huh? Thank you for the bits. I heard that in the background. The explosion sound effect is quite back there, so I thought something happened. I thought something in the game happened. Like, oh, you're reading this for too long. Let's explode the entrance. All right. It looks like the second to last letter. Okay, let's go through here. It looks like there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 letters. 5, 6, 7, 8. You gotta go sleep early? Alright, have a good one. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to see that. Additionally, looking around, 2 of these terminals can be found at security and in the laboratory. Alright. And also, Miss Babbage, who is house manager. It would probably be good if I set up a hand cam of some kind here to show what I'm writing. Let's see. Do I have my other webcam? I don't know where it went. It could really be anywhere, honestly. Doesn't look like the other hand cam is a possibility, or the other webcam is a possibility. All right, without. So with bathtub, without bat. Is gonna copy that down. By copy that down, I mean take a picture. Now what's this all about? Oh, this does I do need to have this money stuff for this. You get a salt shaker, shovel, sleeping mask, or metal detector. Well, I can't buy any of that. So we're just gonna move on to this room. So the den gives me 1 diamond. The storeroom gives me 1 of each. The pantry gives me 4 of these. I will take 4 of those. And a banana. I ate a banana and now I can walk 3 more rooms. Very nice. Now what's this? Bridget, please pick up some more fruit before Friday, as we have just been informed that we may have an extra guest exploring the house next week. 50 steps should be more than enough, so I think an even spread would be ideal. 5 apples, 5 bananas, 5 oranges. The enclosed amount should cover expenses, but please bring back any change from the order and leave it in the pantry. 50 steps. Okay. So this is an algebra question. What we've got here is 5 apples, 5 bananas, and 5 oranges add up to 50 steps. We know that a single banana is 3 steps. So, let's do this. 50 steps equals 5 banan plus 5 apples plus 5 orange. 5. These are my notes thus far. 50 steps, 5 banan, 5 apple, 5 orange. Which means 5 times 3 steps plus 5 times, and we will have to figure out everything else from there. Let's continue. The enclosed amount should cover expenses, but please bring back any change from the order and leave it in the pantry. Okay, so they were given an amount. The change was the 4 coins that was left. Egg timer. I'm trying to be thorough here. Passageway. It requires 2 gems for that. Well, that's fair. A rather large way to go. But I actually no, that's good because the other way would have led me there and had me at a dead end. Let's see. Furnace. You are more likely to draw red rooms while drafting. Laundry room. Launder currency. Launder currency. And security. View inventory of all items currently in the house. So this is... That's security. Oh. Cutscene. There's me. Anime protagonist looking ass. Non-Euclidean camera system, I suppose. Why is it showing me close-ups of all of these? Huh. Now, does that bottom one actually follow my movements? It does. Huh. Wants to propose to a VTuber who's into inflation on your island. The fuck is happening with your island? Huh? Where's this camera? Also, it seems as though this camera only captures me looking at the screen. So if I'm looking to the side here... Yeah, okay. But there's apparently some kind of camera up here. Your island is awesome. Oh, your island is in reference to Metopia. Makes sense. Welcome to Mount Holly Security. Press enter. View estate, keycard system, log into network, or exit. Okay. The following is a detailed list of items currently in the house that have yet to be collected. This list will be updated as new rooms are added. Fruit, gems, keys, and coins. Got it. Security doors are doors within the estate that can only be unlocked with an electronic keycard. The keycard system is currently operational. Gotcha. Keycard system settings. Security level medium. Offline mode locked. Change offline mode. Offline mode unlocked. If the default setting, the security doors will be set to if power is lost. Got it. Tamagotchi life, yeah. I still need to try that out at some point. As a general safety rule, offline mode should be set to unlocked if any staff are working on the estate. Confirm setting. Back. I don't know what security level does, but yeah, I know that you can get a breaker room, and so you can turn that off, meaning that all of those doors would be unlocked. Now, what's this last thing? Log into network. Password. Okay, so let me just see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 12, 13. I think it's probably 8. That looks like the most even number there. I'm kind of waiting for this game to get spooky. It probably will be. It's got the perfect setup for some kind of spooky twist at some point. The door is locked. Use a key or exit. Is that the same over here? This door is locked. I'll use a key. Walk-in closet. I get 4 items. Office. Opportunity to earn and spread money. Let's try that. Now, what's the deal, huh? Upgrade disc. Floor plan upgrade disc. Insert into one of the estate terminals to permanently upgrade one of your 4 floor plans. What is that? Bridget. Please check if any books matching these titles are available for purchase in Reddington. Flight of the Queen, March of the Count, Fall of the Lord, Passing of the Barons, Herring of the Major. Had a little trouble reading the Baron's writing, so I am not sure if the last title is intended to be hearings or herrings. But knowing Herbert, I suspect either would be suitable. Let's just grab a picture of that. And there is some kind of mechanism connected to that switch there. Ah, okay, and there's the terminal that I can do. The antechamber lever in the greenhouse is broken again. I don't think there's enough time to put in another work order before Simon arrives. So just make sure the west and east levers are operational. Alright, so I'm right in the middle here. It would be here and here. Got it. West and east has lever thing, I guess. I don't know. Let's check out this upgrade thing, huh? Spread gold in estate. The office can facilitate a modest distribution of coins withdrawn from the staff incentives program. These coins are distributed in a number of rooms currently active throughout the estate. Function successful. Number of gold coins have been withdrawn from the staff incentives program and spread throughout the estate. Interesting. Run payroll. After running this process, checks will be placed in each staff member's room. This includes each servant's quarter and maid's chamber currently on the estate. Got it. So that is if I had a lot of quarters and stuff, a lot of rooms and whatnot, then I would be able to do that. Scanning disk. Spare room. Spare room data has been found on this upgrade disk. You will now have the chance to permanently enhance this room to one of 3 different upgraded floor plans. Select a floor plan below to upgrade this room. Spare bedroom, spare green room, or spare hall. I think I might get a spare bedroom. No. I don't know which one would be best. Okay, let's just go with this. This floor plan has been successfully upgraded. So now there is apparently some thingamajigs, I guess. There's coins, and then there's a bedroom somewhere. So I think what I will do is I will turn around and go check and see if if there's a bunch of money. Okay, bunch of coins there. You have the hallway. That's also a door I can go through. Let's see. Coins there. This rewards you for going and backtracking. I'll go into there as I come back. Now this didn't change at all. And I don't need to go through there, I don't think. So let's go in here. Salt shaker. Don't know what that would be for. Shovel. Sleeping mask and metal detector. The fact is, I can't actually use any of that stuff. Oh, maybe I could use the shovel? Because that looks shovelable. Okay, this is my first attempt. Metal detector. Okay, I'll try the shovel. Looks like it could be useful for digging. Makes sense. So, can I use it? I can. You dug up an ordinary key. And I assume that this takes steps? No, it doesn't. A rather dirty coin. That seems to be a worthwhile shovel. Good shovel. Top-notch shovel. Let's see, what can I get through here? Whoa. Dark room. You cannot see the floor plans while drafting in this room. Or a boudoir. I'm intrigued by the dark room. Yep, that's a dark room, all right. Yeah. Doesn't look like there's much in it. And this connects right back to this. Oh, shit. Did I soft lock myself? I locked myself. Okay. Didn't mean to, but I did. So now it's time to head outside and see if I can get any use out of this shovel before I am forced to leave. Does the shovel hold any purpose here? Because if I have to ditch it immediately like that, that'd be a shame. I should be checking this more often. Because, looking at it, it's very, very optional, that loss. Actually, the security room had a different door that I could have gone through. Although, I'm not sure... I'm not sure if that would have been worth the key that I'd have to spend on it. And also the security room is a ways away. So I might just go back and give up. This is two steps to go all the way down here. And there's no dirt patches anywhere out here, huh? No dirt patches actually outside of the estate. Really? None? None. There's something here. The 4-digit code. Let's just do a little bit of this, eh? Yeah, no. It's not happening. Alright. Well, I think I've got to call it a day. So I lose my shovel. Quaint cottage. Oh, okay. So the blue text there describes how much, like how far I got. Total rooms 15, rank reached 4. Oh, okay, I see. So these are ranks. Makes sense. Ah, okay. So rooms that actually have passageways that go through the top are kind of rare. That makes sense. So it's actually harder to get up to the top. Now, of course, I doubt the antechamber is actually the true, like, final thing there. Well, let's go. Parlor. Okay, so I can get another one of those, or I can mess about with the breaker box. I don't know if the effort I put into the previous day, like, moves over to this day. So I'm just gonna do the parlor, try to get myself some resources. Yeah, so there's that. Ooh, wait, I can pick that up? A wooden brass magnifying glass. Inspect documents of the estate more closely. Ah. Interesting. So, we've got some digging to do. M. Laurie. Can I inspect the desk? No, doesn't let me. Interesting. Let's see. This box is the middle box, so it's lying. The gems are in the middle box. This box is the middle box. Is that is yeah, okay. You know, that was a little complicated for me, but I figured it out. Okay, so this steals my money. This gives me that. Corridor is always left unlocked. I don't know what that means. Just an unlocked corridor, or is there something that's going to be locking doors? Pantry, bedroom, spare bedroom. Let's see. Okay. Let's go for a bedroom this time. Greetings from Reddington. Yeah, those are just the mountains. And Reddington seems to be the village that we're at. I really don't know what I need to be looking for right now, which makes it quite difficult to pick up clues. The trunk is locked, and I cannot unlock it. Picture of a woman. I don't know what there would be to inspect really here, but it is in fact a picture of a woman. Okay, that requires a gem. And that would go like that. Yeah, I'll do that. The courtroom seems to have places to a heavy sledgehammer can shatter padlocks on locked trunks. Oh. Ain't that handy. What was I saying? I don't remember. Where was that locked trunk? Wasn't there. Was it in here? It wasn't here. Money. That's plenty of money, actually. Okay, so this is going down into this corner. Let's see. Nook, closet. Let's go for the closet just because this corner doesn't seem like it'll be at all necessary. A silver key. Hold on. Unlocking a door with the silver key will lead to a room with many doors. Got it. What's this? A single ivory die. While drafting, you may use it to re-roll for new floor plans. Got it. Interesting. Well, the den seems like the best option for this. This is a big burning fire. Actively burning fire in an abandoned place. That bodes well. This is, in fact, moving, although the pendulum is not. Interesting. Loads of clocks in this room, actually. There's tons of clocks in this room. And they're all pointing at the same time. Okay, let's move over one, eh? see what... Oh, this door is locked. Okay. And is this one as well? Got it. Well, I think special keys, silver key. Bust open this one, eh? The pool adds a locker room, sauna, and pump room to today's draft pool. Huh. And then the conference room. Whenever items would be spread throughout the house, they are placed in this room instead. Okay, interesting. I'll go with the pool. Yeah, that sounds like something I'd do. The pool. Can I go into the pool? Yeah. I wasn't thinking that my guy would want to go in the pool in his full gear. There's a vial of some sort. Not much else. Let's see. Passageway, nook, and hallway. So that'll loop back down. Or I could do this. Hallway. I can spare the steps. Doors in the west wing are more likely to be locked. That makes sense. Okay. Let's go down. You may draw new floor plans while drafting in this room. I don't necessarily want to spend the last gem that I have, especially on a room that is locked, so instead I'll use the breaker box. If I find a security room, I'll go turn that. Then I'll turn on the garage. Okay. It's locked. That's also locked. The draft pool is your deck of potential floor plans. Each time you draft, 3 random floor plans are drawn to the draft pool for you to select from. The odds of drawing a specific floor plan may differ depending on the room. Some rooms are more rare than others. Floor plans added to the draft pool are removed at the end of the day, unless otherwise stated. No running. Makes sense. I should have gotten that key, because now I'm kind of stuck. But I can walk all the way back to the entrance hall. Let's get those extra steps. All right. Items for sale. I do have money, but I don't have extra gems. I'll take the nook. Anything else to look at? Not sure. Billiard puzzle notes. Blue is addition. Yellow's subtraction. Purple is pink is multiplication. Purple is division. And then, of course, the order of operations. Okay. Got it. So we're just going to hit that button. Sinclair has many something secrets that he will take to his grave. Antechamber appears to be sealed by all 4 sides. Must be a way to open. Interesting. Yeah, that's stuff that there's no way you'd be able to read without that magnifying glass. Handy. Let's see. Wouldn't be a good idea to do the storeroom, huh? Guest bedroom. Keys. A spare set of car keys. Interesting. Okay, so we've got this one again. Nothing much new for that. Yeah, this looks to be a rather unimportant room for now. Okay. Observatory. +1 star for each time you've drafted the observatory. Well, I'm not going to do that because I can't see, or I can't, like, it'll put me in a soft lock. So instead, I'll put the dark room. Is it going to go out again? Like clockwork. Ah, I see. Well. Yep. Billiards. Ah, okay. Hold on. So we've got red, yellow, blue, pink. This, like, peach-colored one. Then the 8-ball. I'm not sure if any of this is, like, keys and stuff. Let's see. Let's go back to this. Billiard puzzle notes. So blue is addition, yellow is subtraction, pink is multiplication, and purple is division. So 2 in blue. That's that so blue is 15. 15? 15. 2. 2 plus 7? Yeah. I don't... Yeah, 2 plus 7 is 9. 18 minus 4. That's going to be 14. 13 minus 11. That's going to be 2. 10 multiplied by 2. That's going to be 20. 10. Oh, and this is actually this. So the thing before that was saying order of operations, and it showed the thing. It showed as it goes from the inside to the outside. That's the order of operations. So what we're going to do here is 10 plus 4 times 3. 10 plus 4 is going to be 14 times 3. That's going to be like, what's it? What's 14 times 3? 28. 42. Is there a 42 here? How would I... Okay. Interesting. Is there a 42 ball? The 10, the buck again. I guess I'll just do 4 and 2. Four, no. Okay. We're gonna do this again. 18 minus 4, it's 14. 13 minus 11, that's 2. 10 times 2, that's 20. And 4, okay. 10 plus 4 plus, no, it's 10 minus 4. Damn, I'm dumb. 10 minus 4, that's 6, times 3, that's 18. I'll take it. The silver key. Pantry would lead me into nothing. Commissary would lead me into nothing. The chapel's the only way to go, it would seem. Yeah. I'll pay my dues. Pay my tiefs. Tibbity-twos. These are numbered. So, let's see. Oh, I never learned fucking Roman numerals. We got 1 farmer, 2 cook, 3 farmer again. 4 is, that's 5. I don't remember which one's 4. Could be either of these people. I'm pretty sure this is the chimney sweep. They've got a chimney sweep broom. This is a horse rider, horse jockey. That's a maid. It's like a knight, I guess. Priest. And that has a bunch of numbers on it. I don't think I can jam myself in there. Okay. Picture. All right. Observatory could work. Coat check. Check one item and retrieve it on another day. I'm going to do the observatory just because that's the only one that lets me continue. Gave me a star. Don't know what the star is. Doesn't tell me. There's a picture of the mountain range that's out front. The Fixed Stars by Stargazer's Companion to Constellations by Richard Witt. Fennery's Bird and Sons Publishing. Okay, how much is there? Okay, there's a few pages. Preface. This book contains a complete starbase, a list of constellations, and the observed effects that accompany the appearance of each one. Depending on the number of stars that can be seen in the sky on any given day, different constellations of various sizes may be visible, sometimes more than one on a single day. This book, a solid base for astronomy, will help you easily identify those. Okay. Hold on. North Star. The North Star is 1 gold. The Twins. 2 trunks have been added to the entrance hall. The Slice. +3 steps. Diamondus Minor. +1 gem. The Southern Cross. Rooms with 4 doors are more common today. Farmer's Apple. Apples are extra delicious today. Clavis. The key. The key gives me a key. Diamondus Major, 5 gems. Draxus the Dead. Dead-end rooms are more common today. The Sale, everything is 50% off. And Florealis, Bloom of the Sky. Green rooms are more likely to contain special flowers today. Special flowers, you say? Do I get to see? Oh. It's facing the wrong way. Can I do that? No. Don't want to accidentally break the thing. I'd think I'd be able to turn that, but, yeah, that's limited there. So this seems to be a puzzle in and of itself. I'll just try turning it the other way. But beyond that, I think I'll leave it be. Can I push this? Ah. Well, that works. Let's see what there is through the looking glass. Alright, so it's just 1 star. Gain $1. I got $1. Yippee. Let's see, dining room. Each day, a meal is served in the dining room after rank 8 has been reached. Okay. Let's take a look. I guess I should strive to just reach rank 8. Here's the buck. Or a buck. I don't see anything particularly special about it. Okay. Let's see. Spare bedroom. Kitchen. Food for sale. But I can't buy anything, so. Spare bedroom it is. Oh, yeah, this. So does this give me... Oh, give me an orange. Orange is +5. So from there, I can glean what the apples are. It means that 15 plus 5 times apple, we'll call it A, plus 5 times 5, which is 25. So 50 minus 15 is going to be 35. Minus 25 is going to be 10. So apples are worth 2. Banan equals 3. Apple equals 2. Orange equals 5. Got it. Now, I don't know if this is important information for the future, But it seems important enough to write down. I mean, they did give me the fucking algebra question, so you know. All right. Let's see. Drawing room. Can't do that. Sauna. Tomorrow, you will start the day with 20 extra steps. Or bunk room. Yeah, I'll redraw. Pantry gets me further in. No, I'll do pantry. Oh, and there's the apple. Let's see. Is it worth 2? It's worth 2. Well, I would have learned that if, like, minus the... minus the math. If I had just gone to the next room. Green rooms do not cost that to draft. Security. I'd need a gem for that, or a boudoir. Well, it looks like I'm stuck having to do the boudoir. I didn't even read what it did. It's just a boudoir. Okay. What's that? Christmas. There was a safe in wrapping paper. Anything special in the mirror? Doesn't look like it. I'm not seeing anything particularly special. Of course, there's definitely something special in this, but I don't know what I'm looking for yet. So, I couldn't tell you what it is. Here's this. And I need the code for this. Cinca Co. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 7. Yeah, I'm not even going to try. I don't know the code. I don't know what could possibly lead me to the code. There's this. But that doesn't display a code. Now, perhaps Cinca Co., being that it is in big letters above the thing, Cinca Co. might be an important name. I am out of focus. Come on, you got this. You got this, buddy. Camera. Yeah? Okay, there we go. Much better. Co. Written on a safe. All right. Now the last thing for this, like, run, this little bit, it's going to be this. No point wasting it on something like that. So instead, we will put it on a storeroom. Give me that, and the gem. Now, it seems as though every single room contributes to something. Every single room seems to contribute in some way to a puzzle. There's a piece of paper there. It's a birdie. It's a blue birdie. Nothing much special about it. Take a picture of it nonetheless. Must be a reason why they hit it. All right. Looks like it's all dead ends. Actually, I could walk all the way back. Let's see. Can I make it all the way back? It's a lot of steps. We'll see. There goes my coin. Fine, though. We're looking at 29 steps. Let's go through the parlor. Just go all the way back. Car keys. The only car left on the estate should be in the garage. So if I find a garage, then I know that I'm pretty set. My goal now will be to go forwards, just like up, to get as close to the 8th rank as possible. Special keys. Oh yeah, that special key is going to be destroyed upon exiting the house anyways, so might as well. Gymnasium. Whenever you enter the gymnasium, lose 2 steps. That's not good. Looks like conference room is up next. Any scrawlings? Scrawling there. Reminder. After meeting adjourns, take all conference notes and place them in the office safe. Got it. Safe code 9083. Office safe code 9083. Now, this is not an office. That's a boudoir. I don't have an office. So I'm not going to go back to try to find an office. Otherwise, doesn't look like there's anything else. Is there any deeper meaning? Not that I can see. These red cards. They don't have anything hidden in their background. It's just textured. It's just textured. Spreading items. Some special rooms allow you to spread items throughout the house. When items are spread, they are immediately placed in several of the rooms currently on your estate. However, if you have a conference room, spread items are gathered in that room instead. So if I find an office, then I can get a lot of money. Let's see. Door's locked. This door locked as well? Yes. Yes, it is. That's fine by me. This room counts as 2 bedrooms. Or West Wing Hall. Yeah, let's just try to make progress forwards. I'm not going to worry over every little detail. Staff notice. June 15th, 1983. Out of respect for the late Lady Clara Epson, the West Wing will be closed until further notice. While the floor plans associated with this wing have not been removed from the pool, we ask that staff members refrain from drafting them during this period of mourning. Likewise, any state, something or other. Okay. Okay. So, Lady Clara Epson appears to be somebody who was located on the West Wing. At some point. Died June 15th, 1983. West Wing. Okay. Let's see if that gives me anything. Not gonna get any, like, fingerprints out of this. Honestly, I'm pretty sure the magnifying glass very much served its purpose. Or at least one of them with that, that note for the billiards. So all of these seem like they're going to be locked. Yeah. Probably because of the fact that, that's part of the, check one item. It's part of the lore. Pump room. Control water flow throughout the estate. That's the only one that seems to have an extra door, and also it seems to be a new thing. Ah, this is one of the key cards. Keycard reader does not appear to be powered on. If I had the security room, then I'd be able to mess about with that. Mount Holly pump control. A lot in the reservoir, fountain, aquarium, pool, greenhouse. Actually, let's drain the pool. If that's a possibility. Oh, wait, hold on. So pool is over here. That's this one. Pool goes into that, which goes into this, which then goes into this, and up into the aquarium. So if I want to drain the pool, I'm gonna have to move shit around. Got it. If I do this, aquarium. There we go. And now that's emptying the aquarium. Until that is full. Now, this can go from there into here. Well, those are both full. So let's try to get, well, for one thing, let's put this back in the aquarium. I want the water out of the pool. So we are going to next pool. That one. There we go. Oh, and then there's the reservoir. The reservoir, which appears to be not very full, actually. Even though it says it is. Oh. Stuff's filling up. Well, it would seem as though I did something bad, I guess. Okay, we're filling up the greenhouse. Don't know what from. From this, okay. All right. So if we then pump control panel, water source selection, reserve tank is no, that is the reserve tank. Pump to tank switch. There's a switch back here. Okay, so this is just an extra pump that will now, I guess, be a thing. So let's empty some of the pool into this. Not that way. Okay, so yeah, that's filling up. The pool should be emptying now. Now I'm looking to divert that from the pool into the kitchen. Now the kitchen is the third one, which is there. So we're gonna go over here, press the kitchen, pump some water into the kitchen. Okay. So now I'm not exactly sure what that switch does. Pump to tank switch. Like, is there any way of getting water from tank 1 into tank 2? Because it looks a lot. It looks like there is. Maybe. So that drew from that tank. No, because that's the kitchen. So it wouldn't go into this one anyways. If I do that, then that goes into the aquarium. This one here, that's the reservoir. Follow that into this. There we go. So now it's drawing from this, filling up the reservoir. That's 2 more units free. Actually, I can now divert. No, can I? I need more water to go to the kitchen. Is there... This goes out. That goes into the aquarium. That goes out. That... Okay. Which of these... These two can go between these two. Now, that one goes to the kitchen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take from the reservoir. I'm going to dump it into this tank. Like so. All right. So now that's doing its thing. All right. So now that we have that, we are going to swap over to that. We're going to dump the rest of this into the reservoir. All right. And then finally, I think, we are going to start filling up the... Or start filling up this tank with the pool water. Eh? There it goes. Okay. So now I can use my extra steps to go check on the pool. And it is empty. And it has money. It has loads of money. All right. Well, that's worth. It's very nice, actually. Now, do I have anything else that is of note that I could get access to from this pump room? You have reservoir, aquarium, kitchen, greenhouse, pool. Do I have a kitchen? Doesn't look like it. I have a courtyard, not a greenhouse. Yeah, looks like, so it looks like that's a dead end from there. Keycard reader is not powered on. Which, if I had the security room, which I do not, I would be able to make it open from this point, from this direction. But it does not look like that's possible. There's no more ways forwards because I have no more keys. So we're going to call it a day. Tomorrow you will awake to find rooms of the estate, as well as your current inventory, will have been reset. I got to rank 8, though. Wait. Oh, I should have gone back to the fucking... I should have gone back to the place, the dining room. Would I have been able to? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah. I would have been able to. Not that I would have really counted. Well, alright. So I don't have anything in particular that I know of. But I have plenty of dosh. Wait, no I don't. That gets reset as well. I didn't realize that. I didn't realize that the coins also reset. Well, I will, from now on, be taking that a little bit more literally. Now we're just going to make a little nook. Snag that key immediately. And continue forwards. That'll just lead me in a big ol' circle. I want to explore more of the East Wing. You must select one to draft. Oh, okay. I can't go back. Gotcha. In that case, I'll take the steps. Yeah. And it gives me that. I thought I saw something under the bed. 'Tis but the bed frame. Okay, let's go through this side. You are also enjoying my stream. Add you to Discord and join my live stream whenever I'm... if you want, my Discord is down in the description. Not description, but underneath the stream. So we've got a community Discord for that. Also, it does say possible ban evader above your name, so don't mind me being a little bit cautious with you entering the stream and immediately opening up the Discord. All right, let's see. Yeah, let's spare bedroom, I guess. Does this give me... It doesn't give me anything, the spare bedroom. Oh, well, it gave me that. That's pleasant. When you enter this room, gain 2 steps. Money. Or one of those. I'll just do pantry because it's simple and straightforward. Yeah, this is the same thing, eh? Yeah. Alright. Yeah, let's make a courtyard. I've got loads of steps to work with, so doing alright. Parlor, bedroom, or the den. I'll do the parlor. Parlor tends to give a couple of tokens, or the gems, as opposed to just one. The gems are in the true box. There is only one box in this room. There are 4 boxes in this room. There is a 4th box hidden in this room. Because this is a blatant lie. There is no way there is only one box in the room. This one seems to imply that there is an extra box somewhere, which I suppose could describe that. But I have a feeling if I go poking around a bit, I might find it. Or maybe it's counting this. Either way, this one can't be true. That one's a maybe. The gems are in the true box. There are 4 boxes in this room. In order to ensure that that one's correct, I would need to find a 4th box, which I'm not seeing. So I'm going to open this one. Ah, there it is. Let's do this. Let's get that nursery. Oh, and it gives me a bunch of steps. The grandfather clock. Specifically, the grandfather clock pointed at, what's that, 1:30? Might have to find that clock room again and then change my time to 1:30. Is there anything else of note in here? The Red Prince by Marion Marigold. There was a red prince who sat on a red throne. He had a red crown made of rubies and a red castle made of stone. The prince had a love for all things red. It's the only true color, the prince often said. He could not stand the sight of a canary or a crow. He could not stand the white of a swan in the snow. And he never looked up for fear of the view. He had heard that the sky was not a red hue. So he always had a book to turn his eyes down if he was ever outside when the clouds weren't around. Do you know which book the prince always had? The one that made him happy whenever he was sad? The story had to be read, a story he had read in the bath and the bed. And maybe you can guess with the clues that we have said. It was the story of a boy who also wore red. He looked like our prince from his toes to his head. And as you, my reader, might already assume, this book is quite near you. In fact, in the same room. A story about you, if it needs to be said, about a red prince and his book. The red book we just read. Interesting. A genuine lucky rabbit's foot. Greater chance of finding items. That's good. I like that. Is that ornate lock again? We got this guy. Alright. So we're going back through here. Let's see. Oh man, all of these are dead ends. Let's go with the storeroom. Give me those goodies. Is this still a picture of the blue bird? It is. That's a big old picture of peas in a pod. Alright, so it looks like we're gonna have to go back around and hope for some good luck when drafting up the right side. Kitchen, okay, den's the only one that I can do. Give me the gem. Oh, den's the one that has this. Now, I'm not sure if the time changes. There's a number of these. Not sure if the time changes in accordance with my own time. 2 of these dice? Pair of ivory dice. That's very nice. Because that, let's see. That is not the same clock. I just looked at the picture. Also, hold on 1 second. Back. And let's see. Yeah, it looks like that guy dropped his Discord and left. I'm gonna ban him. I have no qualms with doing so. Resume day 4. Game settings. House history. Rank reached. Day 1. Point Cottage. Ooh, it actually shows the evolution ordinary villa. And day 4 is this one. I don't know what the time limit is. So, we'll have to see. Alright, anyhow. So for this, we have, billiards room is going to be the last, is going to be the only one I can choose here. And luckily, I know the billiards trick. So this is just some free stuff. 7. 3 plus 2 plus 10, that's 15. 13 minus 6, that's 7. Minus 2, that's 5. 9 minus 7, that's 2, times 10? Let me just quickly double check that. Times. So, 9 minus 7, 2, times 10, 20. 11 minus 7, that's 4, times 2, that's 8. 2 silver keys. Or, wait, no, 2 regular ass keys. That's fine. There was also that room that had the box in it. Which one was it? I'll go get it while I can. Is there a box in there? I'm just gonna go wandering about the house for a little bit. There's the box. Alright, so now I am very much able to go to any of the stores and, you know, buy some shit. That is if I get lucky enough to draft one. Alright. So we got the drawing room, the West Wing Hall. Let me draw new floor plans while drafting in this room. Ooh. Quite a few drawings, might I say. E. This room that I am in is an E. Let's snap a photo of that. Drawing floor plans. Each time you click on a door, you will draw 3 floor plans, from which you must select one to draft. However, there are some items in rooms that will allow you to redraw if you do not like your initial 3 options. I see. So if I'm drawing from this room, then I can redraw if I want to. Yeah, there we go. Makes sense. Don't want the utility closet. Commissary. Sale. Annual Maid's Day sale. 2 days only. All items up to 50% off. All staff welcome. Day 20 and 21, Mount Holly Commissary. So, if I get around to day 20 and 21, then yeah, then I'll go do that. Now let me see if I can parse what this means, because I can definitely see shapes in there. Like that almost looks like a U. That looks like an N. But I don't know. I doubt I'm supposed to be brute forcing that with crow without that. This has changed from with bathtub without bat. H tub, hot tub. Crow without row. C. C? Like, do I press the C button? Goes from day 12 to day 16. I see. So, don't go there on day 12 to 16. Compass. Don't know what the compass would be for. Sledgehammer. That'll be good. Salt shaker, I see no major purpose to it, but let's just see if there is. Whenever you eat food and gain steps, gain an extra step. Okay, that's kind of that's not as useful as I thought it would be, although it's not unwelcome. Walk-in closet, it gives me 4 items, but then it would end my run. So let's make a hallway. Doors in the West Wing are more likely to be locked. Yep. Okay. Dark room. Dark room's probably a good option here. Now let me just try to get a look at this from afar. And not much. Yeah, I'll just guess it. Oh, this is nice. Terrace. And you get to see all of the various bird baths that are placed around the area. I do wonder if there are things hidden in this room. Two gem requirement. I mean, it's the first time I've seen it. Let's see. Passageway. Damn, that's expensive. But it gives me a number of doors to check. Ooh, 1 major key, 1 minor key. That's funny. Rumpus room. Gives me 8 of those. Or the corridor. Do I spend a gem for... Nah, no I don't. Don't need the money. Okay. Let's continue. Let's just continue up. How about? Ah. Well. Utility closet. And I won't walk in there until I need it. Should I? Yeah. So now we have bedroom. That's pretty alright. Locker room, sauna, and pump room to today's draft pool. The pump room was pretty cool. Actually, you can see the coins, right there. But I don't want to necessarily spend the gem. So I'll do the bedroom. Ooh, and it also gives me significantly more steps than before. Because I've got the nursery. Door's locked. Well, unlock it. Security. Yeah, looks like security is the best option for me here. Imagine it gave me the same cutscene. For a second, I thought that was full of cigarettes. But no, it was just the scribble drink. Blue memos are true. Red memos are lies. Unless written by hand. Blue memos equal true. Red memos equal false except when written by hand. That is some important information right there. Alright, let's see. So, we are going to go to the key card system. Change offline mode. We're going to set it to unlocked. Confirm. Security level. Determines the amount of keycard security doors that will be deployed in your estate. You should expect to see 1 or 2 security doors with a low setting and 5 or 6 with a high setting. Well, I'm going to set it to high. That's actually really good. Since I set it to high, and I set it default to off, so they're automatically open, if I go turn off the power now, then all of those doors will be guaranteed open. So let me go do that. Give me all those steps, please. Whip. The dark room is off. Let's turn that on. And the garage should be on. Don't see a reason why it wouldn't be. Let's turn gymnasium off. It's on by default. So let's fuck with that a bit. Now the dark room is also in here. Let's take a look around it, eh? Ah, clues. There's, maids, I suppose. There's the positive of it. Maybe. Why are you giving me this ominous music here, huh? Oh, this is the office. This is a person who presumably works in the office. They've got that drawer open. Ah, there is a gem in there. There's a little sign there. I'd probably be able to take a better look at it if I had the magnifying glass, but let's try to make it out right now. Yeah, it's not seemingly not possible. We also have this woman. Print notes. HS has requested yet another print of her ladyship. I assume for one of her rooms in the West Wing, as well as an enlarged print of the enclosed photograph. He said the last development was too dark to keep an eye on that. Oh, too dark, so keep an eye on that. Is it getting darker out? That. The magnifying glass would be very useful for the darkroom. Important note for next time. There are loads of pictures of these two people. There's another thing of Syncaco. Yep, so that's the camera they're using. Some kind of Syncaco camera. Might be what's inside of the safe. I wish I could make that out, because I'm fairly certain that must say something about the code there. Or this is on the outside of the gate. So I'll just go there after this. There's my guy's face. And his face with the camera. And there's the camera. I can't pick it up. Alright. Well, I got nothing immediately valuable, but I would imagine in time the value of all of that stuff will make itself known to me. Alright. Draft this next room. Locked. Shit. Well, that puts a damper in my plans. Keys seem very important. Until further notice, the antechamber has been unlocked and access levers are no longer required to grant entry. That's a lie. Keycard access security doors are more likely to appear in the higher ranks of the estate. Likewise, as a redundant security measure, normal doors in the estate will also be more likely to be locked as you progress north. Got it. Effective the first week of December. Payroll for all... Okay, yeah, we've already seen this. And it still doesn't say. So, now that I know this, that message that says that doors in the West Wing are more likely to be locked, that is in fact a lie. That's a lie. Doors in the West Wing are more likely to be unlocked. So I should spend more time, and this is also a lie. Got it. So I've been getting fed lies this entire time. Very good. Oh, man. Okay. So I'm realizing keys are incredibly valuable. It's good to know. Now, what I'm going to do, since I have nowhere else really to go. Yeah. I am going to go outside and check what's on that tree. What's this all about? Just deterioration? Alright. So we're back here. It's interesting that there's a number of birch trees right here. But that's not what we're looking for. We're looking for a tree nearby the gate here with a little heart on it. Right? Was I bamboozled? It got cut down. Huh. It got cut down. Interesting. I haven't gone up here yet. Oh, yes I have. This is those doors. And this leads back around here. Okay. So I'm going to have to call it a day. Oh, I keep that, though. Huh. Call it. Rustic Villa. We'll go for one more, and then I think I'll call it. It's interesting, because looking at it initially, it didn't really feel like there was going to be a challenge. But now that I think about it, there's the challenge of correctly picking your rooms so that, you know, they work together and give you a lot of benefits that you can reap. But on top of that, it's just difficult from the fact that you can't like you can't just brute force your way through. You need keys. You need diamonds so that you can get more doors. That'll give you more keys. Spare bedroom. I still don't know what that does. Okay, bedroom or spare bedroom. We'll go with spare bedroom because I'm pretty sure that must contribute to the the bedroom modifiers and stuff. Parlor, utility closet, and chapel. Let's mess around in the parlor, eh? This box is black. That's telling the truth. The gems are in a true box. Okay. This box is blue. So the gems are in the false box. Eh? Yeah. Okay. Let's try to beeline towards the far part, eh? Coin purse? A small coin purse. Each time you collect 3 coins, earn an additional 1 coin in interest. All right. That's nice. Same picture. Yeah, it's this picture of the lady. So, the lady died. And then maybe that tree was cut down after the fact. Or maybe it was cut down before the fact and there's something going on. I wouldn't know. I'm not very deep into the game. Yeah, a bunch of candles and stuff in this. Let's take a second and move over to the side. Don't need the commissary. Don't need that. So instead I'll go with the storeroom. This will give me opportunities to open things. What the fucking time bomb? A large battery pack provides juice to battery-powered contraptions. I wasn't expecting this game to be as, like, roguelike-y as it is. You do, in fact, get different items that serve different purposes. And it's interesting because it's kind of like Outer Wilds in the sense that even once you have used those items, the knowledge you gain from it you retain. Not as a feature of the game, but just as a feature of brains. Okay, so the door is locked. I'll go explore the bottom portion of the house first. Yeah. Observatory. That'll go, like, nowhere. Although I do have a lot of gems. So I might as well. That shit's moving. Moving on its own. Okay, so. Oh, wait, I'm already pointing. There. The twins. A pair of chests has been added to the entrance hall. Gotcha. So, yeah, we've got 2 chests. If I get a sledgehammer, I'll go back to them. This is reminding me a lot of a particular track from Fallout 4 when you're wandering out and about. Chapel I don't want. Guest bedroom I don't want. Breaker box I don't want. Okay. It looks like the chapel... Oh, wait, no. Let's redraw. I haven't been using them. Hallway is a better draw. Am I gonna say same thing? Yep. Green rooms do not cost that to draft. That's a good thing to get early. Whenever you draft a bedroom, gain 5 steps. Alright. I'm kind of putting all my eggs in one basket here. But, let's do it. If I can use the steps, I can use the steps. Okay, that's the red prince. That's a banana. A dragon. Okay. So let's go back and make use of our keys. I will not be using them on the lockboxes. I need them for the doors to actually make progress. I still don't know what the spare bedroom is for. Alright. So we have... Yeah, let's just do that. Corridor is guaranteed to be unlocked, which I now understand what that means. I could get the security room. Yeah, I'll do it. Okay. Alright. Well, I'll do the usual keycard system. Set it to low for now. Change offline mode to unlocked. Oh, wait, hold on. I feel like there's more to this that I can use. Estate inventory. Detailed list of the items currently in the house that have yet to be collected. This list will be updated as new rooms are added. Okay, so I missed a gem, and of course there's the 2 trunks that I have not picked up yet. So there's a gem in one of these. I picked up the gem. We're good. Experimental house features. That seems like it might have something that I can use the battery for. This machine requires additional power piped in from the boiler room. Oh boy. Quite the contraption. Experiment setup. In the laboratory, you are free to experiment by testing and combining different mechanics to create an original and unique house feature that will last until the end of the day. Okay. Research logs. No experiments found. Okay, so that's just... Yeah, that makes sense. Experiment. Continue with experiment. Choose a cause from column A and an effect from column B. Whenever you spend 2 or more gems crafting a room or drafting a room, add a small chest to the entrance hall. Then don't need that. The next 3 times you open a locked trunk, spread dirt on the driveway. Whenever you draft a shop room, spread dirt on the driveway. I think I might go with that, because the shop is one of the higher chances I get of finding a shovel, and dirt on the driveway might, give me a lot of help. Also, I don't think I'm going to be opening a lot of locked trunks, so. Do you want to create and activate this experimental house feature? After approval, this experimental feature will remain active for the rest of the day. Press enter to return to the main menu. I also need that network password, although I have my doubts that I'm going to get it very easily. I typically work at Cinca Labs, but got sent over here for a month to assist more with the new turbine tests. I think I need some help. For the past 3 days, I have been unable to find the laboratory in the estate. I don't know why I'm calling it a laboratory. Laboratory. On the estate. Today was the first success on that front. Can anyone tell me if this is typical? And if so, how do you get any work done? Before I arrived, I was briefed on the way the doors work, but I must admit, I did not expect to be excluded from my new workstation for the first week. Any tips from my fellow technicians would be appreciated. Kimberly Thompson. All right. Circle. Heating and cooling curves. Water melting point at 0.1 parts per thousandth, 0.5 parts per thousandth. Complete thaw. Those are words. That's not a dotted line right there. That's words. I need the magnifying glass for that. At atmospheric, yada yada. Randolph M. Yeah, so that's lab tech. Kimberly Thompson is a lab tech as well. Okay. The next time I get the magnifying glass, I'm going to have to keep an eye out for the lab and I'm not sure what else. But there do seem to be some pretty important uses for the magnifying glass. Periodic table of elements. I'm just gonna take a picture of that. I don't have the brain power to figure that out. Oh! Hold on. Okay, it has something to do with this. But I don't think... Yeah, I need to power it first. Which requires the boiler room. Door is locked. Alright. I don't need steps right now. While drafting, you will no longer be able to see all 3 of your potential floor plans. Damn, okay. So that's a rough one. I see. Red ones are like negative. They're bad. It's just that the archives seems to be rather important. And this run seems to be pretty close to a close. So we'll try it. When you get access to an archives like this, in a game like this, it only makes sense to use it. The security door is locked by electronic key card. Makes sense. I would need to shut off the power if I wanted to actually use it. Oh man, both of those. Is that? I'm not going to try it yet. August 22nd of 1985, Marigold wins Herald Literary Honor. Popular children's writer Marion Marigold adds yet another feather to her scholastic cap when she discovered on Thursday that her picture book Swimbird has been chosen as the Herald Literary Medal, Illustrated Book of the Year. This is Marigold's second time winning the prestigious honor. The previous medal was, of course, for her debut effort. She was no longer a stranger to the public eye even before her literary success. The niece and closest living relation of Baron H.S. Sinclair. That's our uncle. And this is his niece. Mary began using Marigold as a pen name to free her from the political associations that one might make with the Sinclair family. So our family is a little bit not appreciated by the public, it would seem. Swimbird author never considered herself a success. By Gail Hermes, Herald staff writer. She confided, "My son was the one that actually got me to start writing. I had always challenged myself to never tell him the same story twice at bedtime. And so as we ran out of books we owned, my imagination had to take over from there." Marigold has elaborated in previous interviews that her debut book, Red Prince, is based on her son and his inflexible love of the color red. A statement that has been held with much skepticism by the many pundits that viewed the book as a rather thinly veiled political critique of the Royalist Party and their unwavering, blind loyalty to the throne. And this is H.S. Sinclair. I didn't actually write down the name of our uncle, but I presume H.S. Sinclair is our grand uncle or something. I don't know. It's interesting, though. It's locked. Yeah, so I believe that is the end of our journey today. Wait, nope, not yet. Archived floor plan. Confidential. Let me see about laundering that currency, whatever that might mean. Experiment successful. Whenever you draft a shop room, spread dirt on the driveway. So is this a shop room by technicality? This service costs 5 coins and will exchange all of your that with all of your that at a 1-to-1 rate. This service costs 5 coins and will exchange all of your locks or keys with all of those. 10 coins and will exchange all of your... Okay, interesting. So this is a good thing to get a hold of if I have a lot of one resource, specifically coins. Now let me go take a look at the front driveway. I can't do anything with it, but I can look at it. don't have any locks or keys. And would you look at that? Dirt piles. If I had a shovel, I'd be content with that. But right now, I am sadly out of time. Looks like. So, we're going to call it. Cozy Cottage. I got this time. Huh. Alright. Well, we're going to call it there for tonight. I am tired as all hell. I am quite tuckered out. So, yeah. Thank you to anybody who may or may not be watching. And VOD viewers, yeah, that. And yeah. Have a good one. Bye-bye.